talking to lots of people where it's actually a family device. It's servicing kind of the kids and the father and the parents and the visitor to the house. So we really see our programs needing to operate in this multi-screen world, degrade gracefully. Not try to be everything to every screen and everything to every situation. I think these devices are used situationally. I think that the Home Depot example is kind of an interesting thing where someone is, there's a knowledge gap and they can't find a sales employee. It's really like a staff augmentation play. If you think about it, you're like, I've killed every plant I've ever had. Am I going to kill this one? Scan the code. Yeah, probably I'm going to kill it. So. You can decide whether to buy it or not.
You were clearly with me at Home Depot at Saturday.
Yeah. Right. Well, I saw your child was in the hammer department.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty good. Good parenting. You get the award, the trophy. And I said earlier, I think the key to even web-based experiences, where you have these big monitors and you have their attention in thousands of colors and high-stream video. Dare to be simple. You're trying to elicit something from that consumer, whether a B2B or B2C play, and you really need to decide what is that value exchange? How can I best service you, or best educate you, or best get you the thing that I think you most want or desire, or didn't even know you wanted or desire? I do think desire kind of plays a role in a lot of these things, frankly, even in the B2B space, like our senior, the CMO at IBM, at AT&T, desires, a more profitable quarter. and you can kind of appeal to that with programs, and these programs appeal to their consumers and so on and so forth. I think that the biggest shift that I'm seeing, and I think it's going to get even bigger in 2012, is what I'm calling the appification of the world. We're seeing apps not just on smartphones anymore. We're seeing them, in your Blu-ray player, if you bought a brand new, TV, they're running apps. I think that again, you're going to see an adoption rate, that's going to be, probably more like a hockey stick, I think, as the price point starts to drop. But with, tablets being accessible, smartphones being accessible, apps are interesting. I don't think an app is the solution. I totally agree with Deborah May about native app. That is hugely expensive to build and to maintain. I think really smart web apps are indistinguishable from real apps. When we start seeing the next generation cell phone wireless networks being rolled out, people are just going to click on an icon. They're going to think they're on a native app, but they're not. They're on a web app. They're getting real-time stuff. It feels like it. I think the HTML in the back end and all the coding and stuff, which I live every day, you guys don't have to care about. It just works. It makes these experiences seamless and easy to use and easy to play with. And I think that play is sort of a big thing. And I think that I'll close with sort of a case study. They're not a client, but I think HBO Go is a really fantastic example of an old traditional media company for the first time in history, getting ahead of the curve and really saying, we're going to syndicate our product for, at this point, no extra charge to your tablet, to your phone, to whatever you have. And for those of you who have HBO, you should go investigate HBO Go. It's just part of your subscription. You just get it. Clearly they're dipping their toes in, but they made a big investment for this toe dip, and they must be learning a tremendous amount. And I think soon you'll be able to just get HBO Go and not have it at home on cable. They're seeing the sunsetting of cable as we move over to just a broadband media world. And I think that companies like HBO who are making this sort of jump in are going to be the ones that are going to lead the charge. And I think it's a really great example.
Yeah, they don't have to rely on Hulu. They can become once again their own brand on digital.
Exactly. And back to the appification, and HBO Go is an app, right? But the appification, in I think July 7th, the stat I read that iTunes sold its 16 billionth app. So you can see that says there's demand, there's comfort, and there's desire. Now, obviously, 15 of those apps were horrible and people used them 3 times, but they paid $1 for them probably. And with that, I think it'd be great. I think we all agree. We just open it up to questions and sort of talk about, ask any of us whatever you like.